Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are growing a big family, and I thank every single one of you for your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your requests. Thank you so much. I am humbly grateful. So I've been asked to create a heart doily. There's quite a few out there, but I decided to, of course, create and design my own pattern. So this is what I came up with. I hope you're going to like it. It's gorgeous. You can use it all year long. You can use it for Christmas. You can give it as presents. You can double it. You can go bigger on size. You can make a little round tablecloth with it by just extending here, increasing on the rows here on the center. And what else? Okay, so yesterday I launched a little video. A lot of people still have a hard time seeing or understanding the stitch, or the video is too fast for them, or whatever the case may be. So I launched a little video showing you, explaining to you how to slow down the video and also to turn the CC caption on, which is closed caption. That means that whatever I speak, the letters will show up on the bottom. It's right up top next to the three little buttons on the right. And you can click on the three little buttons and go to the video, play video slow motion, and you can pause, turn your CC on, and read what I'm saying, pause the video and take notes, okay? So I'm going to create this. I hope I have enough red thread for it. If not, I'll just use a different thread just for the sample of because I need to get more red. So this is 80% cotton thread, 20% fibers, 4-ply. I believe it's more like a 6-ply, but anyway, company says it's 4. I'm going to use 3.5 hook, pair of scissors, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video, and also you can share it on your Facebook public so other people can recognize my video. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to get started. Thank you. Okay, everyone, so the first thing we're going to do is the magic circle. Whoops. We're going to grab the thread, put into position, and go up, chain 3. Inside of this, I'm just going to pull on it a bit. Inside of the magic circle, we're going to do 17 more double crochets. Okay, so we're going to have a total of 18. Row 1. So do your 18 double crochets. That's including with the 3 chain. Come into the third one, close it in with the slip stitch. Okay, so row 2, so I've closed in with the slip stitch. I'm going up, chain 2 for me. For some of you, chain 3, depending on each person's stitch, how tight their tension is or loose. So I've chain 2. That for me would be a double crochet. I'm going to do one more for separation. For some of you that are doing chain 3, then do chain 4, 1 for separation. Into the next space, double crochet. 1 chain, into the next space, double crochet. So now this row is going to be all about double crochet per space with 1 chain separation. I'll meet you at the end, close it up on the 3rd chain, or 2nd chain for some of you, with a slip stitch. Row 3, so I'm going to try to get a little bit more clarity on here. These cameras, I'm telling you, sometimes they're not our friends. So chain 2 for me. Okay, so now I'm going in the middle between both double crochets and do 1 inside per space. 1 on top of the double crochet, and again in the middle, 1 double crochet on top of double crochet. We're going to do this all the way around, and we're going to close it in on the 3rd space up top with slip stitch. Okay, so going into row 4, 1, 2, 3 for me, 4 for some of you on the next double crochet. So we're pretty much creating the same thing like we did on row 2. 1 double crochet, 1 chain, next double crochet, 1 chain, 1 per space. Okay, so pretty much like that all the way around. We're going to close it in with slip stitch at the end and go up chain 2 or 3. Okay, so we're going to go into row 5. 1, 2 for me, and for some of you is 3 in between. So we're repeating the same thing as we did here. 1 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, 1 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet. Try not to tighten too much because it's going to form too much of a hat, so try to loosen up your stitch a bit. Okay, if it does turn a bit, it doesn't matter because the next row will fix it, or the next few rows, but don't make it too tight. Okay, so 1 on top of the double crochet and 1 in the middle, 1 on top, 1 in the middle. I'll meet you at the end and then go up chain 2 or 3 for some of you. Okay, going into row 6, I've closed in with a slip stitch. 1, 2, oops, guess I left a thread behind. That's why sometimes these thicker threads are a little bit tricky because they split. 1, 2, and 3 for me, 4 for some of you. So we're going to continue to skip 1 and go into the next one. 1 chain, and don't make it too tight. Next space. Let me just check here. No, we're skipping a space. Sorry. So we skipped a space. Skipping 1 space, going into the next. Now, if you find that your stitch is too tight to do only 1 chain, then do 2 chain. Okay. So skip a space in between, 1 chain, and into the next one, or 2 chain for some of you. Skip a space and into the next one. So we're going to do this all the way around, and then we're going to close it up in the end. Going into row 7 now. You can see that it's turned a little bit like a hat, right? But that doesn't matter. We're going to fix that now. It's going to get straightened on this row. So 1, 2 chain for me, 3 for some of you. Inside of the space, this time we're doing 2 double crochet together. 1 on top of the double crochet, coming into the space, 2 double crochet, and 1 on top of the double crochet. So you're going to put 1 on top, 2 together, 1 on top, 2 together, 1 on top, and 2 together inside of the space. So it's going to get straightened out now because there's going to be quite a bit of stitches here. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, going into row 8, as you can see, it pretty much straightened out. 1, 2 chain for me, 3 for turning, and for some of you is 4 chain. So we're going to skip 1. We're going to repeat the same thing. Very easy pattern to do, not complicated at all. Skip a space, 1 chain, skip a space. If your stitch is too tight, then do 2 chain instead of 1. We're going to repeat this all the way around by skipping 1 space. Okay, and 1 chain, or for some of you, 2 chain. Okay, you guys, so we're going into, I believe it's row 9 and 9. I have to change colors because I ran out of the red, but that's no problem. I'm going to continue with the yellow. And if it looks good, I'll leave it. If it doesn't, it's just a sample for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going into the 9th. And we're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to do 1 on top of the double crochet, I wish I had green, because if I did have green, then I would have used green. Let me just verify again. Lucky me, I had green. Okay. Sometimes it's worth taking a little bit of time looking for things. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a single, just because I don't have another thread, 2 chain. I'm gonna come inside of the center here, and I'm gonna create a double crochet into the next one on top of the double crochet with double crochet. So nothing changes, pretty much the same thing. My only concern with this is that this green is a little bit thinner, so I hope it's not going to pull too much, because with the thick one it comes out just perfect. But anyway, this will be a sample, so no issues. So we're going to do one on top of the double crochet, one in the center, one on top, one in the center. We're going to do this all the way around. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished the green. We're going to start creating the hearts. One, two, 3 chain. On the same space, we're going to create 3 more. So we're going to have a total of 4 double crochets on the same space. This is the beginning of the heart. 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to skip 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single. 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single. 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip 1, 2 on the 3rd space, another single, and 1, 2, and 3 chain. We're skipping 1, 2 on the 3rd space. We're creating the 4 double crochets. So groups of 4 double crochets, like that. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, skipping 2 space with a single on the 3rd space. Okay, and again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single. 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd space, single. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the 3rd space, single, and the last loop, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the 3rd space, 4 double crochets. Don't tighten it too much, or else it will form a hat. Okay, so very simple, just like that. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, and you're supposed to have 9 groups all the way around. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Coming to the end after my 4th loop, so 1, 2, I'm right on it. Goodness God, the neighbors, they just got a brand new little female dog. It's still a baby, and it cries day and night, day and night. And poor thing, I feel so bad, but it is like, oh my goodness. She doesn't bark, she just howls. So chain 1, 2, and 3, or 2 for some of you, for me too. On the same space, 2 double crochet together. On the next space, we're creating the hearts now, okay? So on the next space, 2 double crochet together. I just want to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're row 11. Okay, so first double crochet, chain 2 or 3 going up. Double crochet on the same space. Next space, 2 double crochet together. Next space, 1 alone. And the last space, 2 together. This is going to be very simple, and it's very fast to create. So 1, 2 and 3 chain. We're skipping the first one here. We're going directly into the second one here with a single. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, coming into the next one. Okay, 1, 2 and 3, and coming and creating the heart again. 2 double crochet in the same space, next space, 2 double crochet together. So we're gonna have 4 already. Okay, next one, 1 alone, and the last one, 2 together. So you're supposed to have 7 double crochets, 2 together, 2, 2 together, that's 4, 1 alone, 5, and 2 together on the last one, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3. Skipping the first space, we do not do it, coming into the second one. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, coming into the next one, and 1, 2, and 3, and coming in. We skip the first one and the last one, so we're coming in to do our 2 double crochets together, 2, next space, 2 together again, next space, 1 alone, and next space, which is the last space, 2 together. Okay, so there it is. And if you count your hearts, you'll have 9. 1, 2, oh my goodness, this fly is driving me nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so you have 9. So continuing yours, let me shoot at the end of this row. So we finished doing row 11, going into row 12. Now remembering, we skip the first one here, we do only the 2 in the middle, and we skip the last one here. So now we're going to have 3 loops. Okay, just to confirm. Row 12, up, chain 2 or 3 for some of you. On the same space, we're going to do another double crochet. So it's 2 double crochets on the same space. Next space, we do 1 alone. Next space, 1 alone. Just confirm there. And next space, 2 together. And then next space, 1 alone. Next space, 1 alone. And on the last one, 2 together. Okay, so the first one we go up chain 2 or 3 for some of you. We're going to do double crochet on the same space. Next space, 1 alone. Next space, 1 alone, and 1, 2, 3, 4. On the fourth one, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together. So chain 3, coming into the middle loop. Again, we are skipping the first one, and we're going to skip the last one. So 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the first double crochet, 2 together. Next space, 1 double crochet alone, next space, double crochet alone, and next one, 2 together. So it's always going to be 2 double crochets together, 2 double crochets alone, 2 double crochets together, and the last one, 2 together. So 2, okay, so 2 together, 1 alone, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, 1 alone, 2 together, and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and into the middle space here. So we skip the first one and we skip the last one. 1, 2, and 3, and come into the double crochet with 2 together. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, and we're almost done. We have one more row left. Okay, everyone, so we finished doing row 12, I hope I didn't mistake it on my rows by calling it out. We're going into row 13. That means we have 2 rows and not 1 row to do. We have 2 more rows to do. This one and then the last one. So going up, 2 chain, 3 for some of you. Again, we're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to do 2 double crochets in the same space. Next space, we're doing 1 double crochet. Next space, 1 double crochet. Next space, 2 together. So it's going to be repeat like the row before. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 together, and 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and the last one, 2 together. Okay, so we're going to have 2 on the first one. That means with your chain. 1, 1 alone, 2 together. 1, 1 alone, 2 together. 1, 1 alone. The last one, 2 together. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 double crochets. Okay, and we have 1 more row after this. Here we're going to do 1, 2, chain 2. We're going to come into the double crochet. We're closing up the circle of the hearts. So 2 double crochet, next space, 1 alone, next space, 1 alone, next space, 2 together, next space, 1 alone, next space, 1 alone, next space, 2 together, total of 14 double crochets, next space, 1 alone, next space, 1 alone, and the last space, 2 together. 2 chain and coming directly into the double crochet with 2 double crochets and repeat the pattern. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end on row 14, which is the last row. Okay. Okay, everyone, last row. Now it's starting to turn like, it almost looks like a hat, but once you press it, and, you know, as you press, you stretch, it'll just be all perfect. You'll see on the picture reveals at the end how I will have it all nice and straight. So, last row. Let me just check here a second. Sorry. Okay, so last row. We closed in with a slip stitch. Now, we're going to skip 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space. We're going to do 4 double crochets on the same space. Okay, or is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 double crochets. Sorry. So we have 3, 4, 5, and give it a nice stretch. Like here, we don't want it too tight, all right? Because then you'll have a hard time putting it in. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space. We're going, actually, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. Between the fourth and the 3rd space, we're going to close it in with a single. Okay, so here's half of your heart, and then again we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space. So if we count 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space, coming from this way or this way, it's the 4th space. We're going to do 6 double crochets again on the same space. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give it a nice stretch on your thread, and then we're going to come to the last one here with a not single, sorry, with a slip stitch. Okay, So here's your heart form. We're going to go in where the 2 chains are and do slip stitch. We're going to do the walk. I call it the walk with the slip stitch until the double crochet with the slip stitch. You're going to count 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space again. We're going to do the 6 double crochets on the same space. So we have 3, 4, 5, and 6 all together on the same space. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space between the 4th and the 3rd here, single, and then 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space again. So if you're coming 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to do the 6 double crochets. If you come from the end 1, 2, 3, 4, it's always on the same one also. So 6 double crochets on the same space, and give it a nice stretch because we don't want it to shrink up too much. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 5, one more, 6. Come to the last one. We're going to slip stitch. So now you have your hearts. Okay, this is the last row. Where you have your 2 chains, we're coming in with slip stitch. I'm calling it the walk. So I'm walking through it with a slip stitch until the double crochet. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space, 6 double crochets. Okay, so this does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. This is fast, economic, and very easy to create. If I have the patience, I'll probably do a table runner with hearts. I'm not sure yet at this point. Most probably I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you might want to stick around for that. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, on the 4th one, you'll do your 6, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So between the 1, 2, 3, between the 3 and 4, you're going to do the single. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You do your 6 double crochets. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much again for being part of this journey. Please give it those thumbs up. It's important for the video to circulate. It does help circulate worldwide. Thank you for everything. God bless everybody. Please stay safe, take care of each other, and especially of yourself. So I'll have it on display at the end. Once I finish and iron everything out, I'll take some pictures and show it to you at the end of the video. Thank you so much, everybody. I almost forgot. I know that a lot of you already know how I do my finishing, but if you're doing the magic circle, then you would just come and pull your thread inside of the loops back here. You know that it will be secure. So sometimes I forget to show you because there's always new people that come on here and they don't know. So I'm supposed to show it every time, but forgive me, sometimes I forget because I've done it over and over and over and I'm thinking everybody knows, but that's not the case. There's a lot of new beginners. So basically you would just pull it through with a smaller hook. That's why I use the small hook, just to get in through the loops here in the bottom. And at least you know that it will be secure. It's not going to go anywhere, and just pull on it. Okay, so it looks like a funny hat, I know, but I'm going to go iron it now and pull on it, stretch, you know, and we'll have it all together. The other one did the same thing, and once I pressed it, it came all nice. Okay, until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.